Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing Leetcode problem 1103, distribute candies to people with JavaScript. It's considered an easy problem. Okay, so as opposed to reading the description, we're just going to look at the test cases and I'll explain what they're expecting here. So we've got 7 candies and 4 people. So what we're going to do is we're going to distribute these candies amongst the 4 people. Okay. And the way we're going to distribute them is the first person is going to get 1, and the second person is going to get 2, then the third person is going to get 3, right? So 1, 2, that's 6 candies. So we have 1 left, so that means the last person gets 1. Okay. Now let's say that this example here, we have 10 candies and 3 people. So initially, and this is kind of how we're going to do it too. We're going to create an array, and initially we're going to just give it the number of elements that is num people, right? So 3 elements, and we're going to set it all to 0 for each one. So we've got 10 candies. So the first person is going to get 1. Now we have 9. Next person is going to get 2. Now we have 7. Next person is going to get 3. Now we have 4. Now we've reached the end of our array, so we go back to the beginning. And so since this person got 3, the next person is going to get, or the first person is going to get 4 more. So now this equals 5. And eventually this is going to equal 0, and we're done. And this is what we return. Okay, so let's grab this one first. Let's create our variables. Let's create our function. Let's log function to the console so we can see what's going on. Okay, so what we need to do to start is let's create a result array, set it to an empty array, and that's what we're pushing these values into. And when we're all done, we're going to return result. So now we should see an empty array. And so here we're going to say let amount left equal candies. So every time that we give someone a certain amount of candies, we subtract that from amount left. Next thing we want to do is we want to push the amount of, so whatever the number of people there are, we want to push that amount of zeros into result. So we can use a for loop for let I equal 0 if I is less than num people I plus plus, and then we just say result.push, and we push in a 0. So now we should see 4 zeros, and we do. Alright, so now we need to create a way to, we're going to use a while loop to handle this. We need to create an index to choose which person we're going to give the candy to. So I'm just going to call that I, so that I equals 0. And then we need to create a variable that's going to tell us how many candies we're giving to each person. So right now we set that to 0. We'll comment this out for now, because I'm going to create a while loop, and we're going to say while amount left is greater than and 0, and we run some code. First thing we're going to do is we're going to increment give amount, right? Because every time we go through, we're going to add 1 to our give amount. And so then we need an if check here that says if give amount is greater than amount left, we reassign give amount to amount left, right? So that will help us with this, right? Because if we don't do that, once we get to this person, we only have 1 candy left, but because we're incrementing give amount, we would give them 4. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what the if check is doing. Then we could say result at I plus equals give amount. So basically we're just adding whatever the give amount is to each number. And then we say amount minus, amount left minus equals give amount, right? So that way, whatever amount we give, we'll subtract it from amount left. And then we increment I, because we constantly want to be moving through the people. And then we also, once we get to the end of the array, we need to start over at the beginning. So we need one more if check that says if I equals num underscore people, then we reset I to 0. All right, and this should all work. Cool, it does. Let's go ahead and grab all our code, move back to Leetcode. Get rid of this, paste it in, format our code. Let's run the tests. Great, let's go ahead and submit. Fantastic, and it's nice and fast. All right, if you've enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, if you could like it, I'd greatly appreciate it as it helps my channel to grow. If you'd like to see more like these, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again real soon.